Hey guys, good afternoon. I'm just taking a quick break right now. So, I just got off a call from a friend of mine, and we're discussing about certain things. And one of the things we talked about was just a friend of ours. A lot of people, no matter what you believe in, the the prescribed notion of the people that's in the streets or homeless, things like that, everybody has different opinions. Everybody's had a different perspective. For me personally, I've learned about the perspective based on experience, based on helping people in the streets, been in the streets, and things like that. But what really amazes me is a story I've heard many times around the country from friends and other individuals. There are people out there who are in the streets. Instead of begging for food, things like that, they're passing out their resumes. They're passing out their business cards or things like that because they're looking for a job. One of the things that came to mind just a few weeks ago was a statement from one of my dearest friends. He said it best. This is not a conservative issue. This is not a liberal issue. This is a human issue. When people are blaming everybody else, but no one's taking responsibility and working together with each other to find a solution that is simple. When you have individuals who are making this and that, but are not worried about the situation because they are getting the financial gains they feel they earned at the cost of others, people start blaming each other, but no one's blaming the situation itself. A story came up just a few days ago, and I was watching the video about a man sitting down in outside the stores, passing out his resume. What really was important for that video, for that person who was taking the video, was that he wasn't asking for favors. He wasn't asking for food. He was trying to pass out his resume. That's it. What was really critical is that this person was still trying to get a job. You can blame the society, you can blame the government, you can blame anybody else. But the reality is, we have the opportunity to help each other. We have companies who are making profits. One of the things that a friend of mine and I was talking about, when you start defending situations that are unable to protect themselves and provide real solutions, and the reasons they use are so archaic that you have to laugh about it. We are so abundant with certain things that we can get the support by giving people the viable solutions. But people are so engulfed about personal gains versus group development and group growth that people says, hey, it's this or that. It's not. This is not an issue about conservatism, liberalism, modernism, humanism. It's about people. Jobs are opportunity. I understand that. But when you look at the job market and the job projection and the relevancy of those jobs, what makes me laugh is that something I learned in school. You can develop input and diverse ideas, but what is funnier to think about is that numbers can be modified and relegated to fit the narrative of the person trying to explain it, both the liberal side, the conservative side, and everything in between. But what me and my friend was talking about was that people don't want to talk about the situation. They move around, they use every excuses, they use every verbiage, but no one wants to go straight to the point. There are jobs available, but the willingness of the market and the agencies and the companies to hire is not prudent for them. They rather pay less to gain more versus to gain more by providing more. One of the things I learned from my father years ago, you treat your people with respect, you give them above the value salary, and give them the respect and honor that they deserve, and you will have people who will work for you, who will respect you, and will never lie to you, and in many cases, will not even cheat you. Those are tangible leadership that's not in any of our corporations today. You want caring workers who will work for you, you do two things. You either enslave them or treat them with over respect. Treat them with the respect they deserve, pay them the respect they deserve, and treat them with respect like a family member. I've worked with people whose leadership was more of a family base, where the devotion is to the team and to the organization. Respecting each other starts with a leadership willing to respect the people who works for them. Admiration based on respect is something that's tangible. My grandmother said, if I wanted to be a leader, I lead by will, lead by character, and foremost, lead with understanding. Today, people who are still looking for a job are the strength of our community and nation. But our willingness to give them a chance starts with the willingness to give them what they deserve. I don't know how you feel about each other, how you feel about the people who are struggling. But one thing I believe in is something both my grandmothers taught me. You look at people and you look at them as if it was you. See their pain, see their suffering, see where they are. Like my grandma said, treat them as if you were the one being treated. Treat them the respect they deserve, as if it was you who needs to be treated for that respect. Today, switching those narratives are harder for a lot of people. Like Dwight Eisenhower said years past, leadership is not about pain. Leadership is not about success. Leadership is about knowing the people you're leading. Lead them with understanding. Lead them with might. But foremost, lead them with the know-how that they're doing the job. They're doing it well. And they're doing it as a whole, as a team. We need that today more than ever. For over the 4 or 5 decades, I've seen too many people losing faith in themselves, in their efforts, in their work. I still believe in the people in this nation, and I still believe that we are a stronger nation if we are willing to work together. I don't really care if your value is liberal, conservative, moderate, you're tall, you're short, you're big, you're fat, you're thin. What I care is understanding, compassion, relative force based on the humility and the humanism that makes us who we are. For better or for worse, we need each other. Don't let fear, don't let hate, don't let prejudice be the overwhelming force against each other. Instead, let it be the guiding force to defeat fear, hate, and prejudice. Because I know myself, we're not perfect, but it takes a real community, a real village to make a difference in our lives and the lives of others. So if you're looking for help, there's always groups out there and people who will help you. If you can help those people in your community. The most simplest action we take is the humbleness to understand that that person that's over there that's needing help could be you, could be someone you love, someone you know. Respect starts with understanding. Understanding starts with being humble for what you got. So take it easy, take it safe, and enjoy whatever life provides you every day. Be blessed. Take care.